here we are. Let's go ahead and get into our next, and that's going to be this. That's going to be the Bears situation. I know my Chicago folks, they're very, very pissed off right now. I know you guys are. Bears continue to struggle. Is it Fields, the defense, or the coaching? Who is the problem? I'm going to keep it real with you. The biggest problem with this team right now is the coaching. I do not understand how these coaches have not been forewarned that they won't be having a job soon. Because after what happened yesterday in Chicago, you can easily tell that this team does not want to play for this coaching staff. They literally just refuse to even participate against the Chiefs, and I'm not going to put the blame on Justin Fields. Why? Look at the stats. Look at the stats. This team had 203 total yards. Justin Fields accounted for 145 of them. I'm going to say it again. 203 total yards. Justin Fields accounted for 145 of those yards. He's not your problem. He's not. Your problem is the play calling. Your problem is the playmakers that you've put around him. Your problem is that you're not understanding what the strength of your team truly is. You're supposed to be a running team. You should gear everything towards the run to set up, timely passes, timely deep balls, the things that are to Justin's strength. But no, we want to sit up in here and play this Matt Ryan, Andrew Luck playbook that's not working. It's not working at all. And this coach was a no-name coordinator that they gave a head coaching job to. It happens in the NFL. Guys that get no publicity as coaches. And literally, they're just guys that did really well because the unit did really well. And they just go into interviews and they're able to floor these guys because they say yes to analytics. And they say yes to whatever that general manager or the person who's in control of the roster or in control of the play calling is going to want to do. Because if you guys think that the coach has final say on play calling, you must still believe in Santa Claus. Because it's funny, because when you get to your play calling, you get to your plays, the general manager thinks he has some say in that as well, too, because he comes in with his whole room full of analytical people, and they all think that they know more than the coach, a guy that's been doing this for 30, 40 years. You know what I mean? So this is where you get the confusion at. You have a team that's not being led. That's the biggest problem. And if the Bears have a bad defense, they're going to have a bad team. That's just history with the Bears. The Bears will never be a great team with a bad defense. It's just never going to happen. The Bears always have to have a superb defense to even think about competing at the end of the day, because their offense is always going to be the liability. And with Justin Fields, if you give him a little bit of talent, you could actually get away from that stigma of your offense being a liability. Justin Fields has been a star on every single level he's been at. And for some odd reason, it's not working here in Chicago. But he showed everybody what he's capable of doing. And so I truly do feel like if they're not going to fire this coach and fire people off the staff, they already fired the defensive coordinator. Okay, well, he didn't get fired. He left supposedly because he had an incident, but we know he got fired. So pretty much you have it now to where the head coach head is on the chopping block, because if you walk into Chicago Sunday and winless Broncos team beats you down just like the Chiefs just did, heads are going to roll Monday morning. The guy might not even make it to the locker room, dude, if he makes it past this week. Because if I was the general manager, the owner, I'm not into saying let's fire the coach, let's get rid of the coach, let's do this, that, and the third. But this situation right here, you have to send a message. You have to send the message that nobody's job is safe here anymore. But I also feel that if you feel like Justin Fields isn't your guy, it's the best time to get assets for him. It's the best time to get rid of him, okay? Because Justin Fields can be used for so many teams in the NFL the right way. And if it's not going to happen here in Chicago, you might as well just wash your hands with the situation and not keep forcing this thing, not keep forcing this on your fans, not keep forcing this on this man's career. Just figure out a way to get him somewhere where it's going to be comfortable or a fit, or figure out a way to simplify the game plan to where you can start actually competing in football games. It's an absolute embarrassment. That's what's happening to the Chicago Bears at this point. And with that, we move forward. Let's go ahead and talk about something that's even more embarrassing, and that's going to be none other than the Dallas Cowboys. The Dallas Cowboys wind up Dallas winds up being beat yesterday by